Georgia. I got a tour of their headquarters. I met their CEO, and I talked to the same customer service folks that you'll talk to when you dial pound 250 and say keyword micro. Switch today and save 50% off your first month when you dial pound 250 and say keyword micro. Pure Talk, a wireless company that actually stands for something.
From the KERN Newsroom, your live and local news update on News Talk 96.1 and AM 1180 KERN.
I'm Bill Robbins. A semi-tractor trailer rollover on Interstate 5 leaves a person dead. It happened near Laval Road a little before 2:30 Monday afternoon. The semi was along the northbound I-5 off-ramp to Laval Road West. The semi-tractor trailer combo was heading north on I-5 on the on-ramp, but for some reason traveled to the left across the Laval Road on-ramp and overturned. Despite CHP and Kern County Fire Department personnel giving the driver life measures, he did not survive. A 15-year-old boy has admitted to all counts filed against him in the case of the shooting death of a woman at Heritage Park in Bakersfield. According to prosecutors, Anthony Lopez made the admission in juvenile court. Sentencing is scheduled for next month. Lopez is charged with involuntary manslaughter and use of a gun in the death of 23-year-old Leanna Margarita Perez. Police say the shooting happened a little before 1:30 on the morning of July 12th. An arrest is made in connection with the reported ransacking of a 7-Eleven and attack on an employee by Bakersfield High School students. The Kern High School District Police made the announcement. The incident was reported just after 3:30 last Thursday afternoon at the store on California Avenue and 8th Street. Officers who arrived shortly after found an employee with minor injuries, but the Bakersfield High School students allegedly involved had already left the scene. The Kern County coroner has ruled the hot car death of a child of Zack.
Huh? Can't hear you.
At this point, I just assume it's yours.
No, yeah, all
murder charges. She left Emilio and another child.
Did you update your stockyard?
No. Move it to the 45 or something, and I'll go in and
okay.
It breaks on News Talk 96.1 and AM 1180 KERN.
Please. Flores, time this up. Thank you very much.
I had 3 more seconds, and I had the whole thing. I was supposed to have 3 minutes.
Sir, thank you. Thank you very much. Next speaker, please.
It's the JR Show from Studio 99 at the American General Media Complex. On air at News Talk 96.1 and AM 1180 KERN. Online at kernradio.com. Now, here is your host, JR.
Top of the day to you. This is the JR Show. I am your host, JR Flores. You're listening to Kern Radio, streaming live on kernradio.com. You can also find us on YouTube. That's right, Mom, we made it. Now on YouTube, just look up Kern Radio. Also on social media, Facebook, X, and Instagram. Hopefully streaming on some of those platforms soon, but until then, just go and give us a follow. I am also out there, JR Flores, or why not JR? Breaking news, have you heard? Everybody's internet is broken. No, not Zack Scrivner. Taylor Swift. Chris, did you see the news, Chris?
I did.
Are you not excited as the rest of us? I mean, look at it's Taylor Swift.
Here's my thing, though.
Engaged.
Here's my thing.
Yeah.
Do we really need another excuse to talk about these two?
Yeah, we do, because she came on the podcast and announced the new record, right?
Yeah.
And then that kind of fizzled down, and they did another episode, and nobody was paying attention to them. And so
clearly, you have to do the engagement now.
I was asking, how do you top that show? Once you open that lid and say, come on, Taylor, come on. You can't have her every week. Her management isn't going to allow that. You just don't get Taylor for free. I don't care if you are now her fiance. So yeah, they needed another reason to get attention. So they announced Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce now getting engaged.
That would be wild if he really doesn't get to have her on the podcast whenever he wants.
Heck no. You know, she is not contract. Yeah, boy, you don't think there's a prenup? You don't think there's going to be a prenup?
Oh, there's going to be a prenup.
My girl is worth $1 billion. $1 billion. Sorry, there is other news to get to. I'm just so excited. If you guys are watching on YouTube, you can see all my albums. Totally fangirling today. Got all my Taylor Swift albums. I'm a Swiftie. We're playing Taylor all day, too, by the way. Just to let you know, Taylor Swift all day today, Chris. You got it? Okay? I don't want to hear anything else. Swift, T Swizzle. It's me and Taylor just getting it down today. My daughter's going to be so excited. I can't wait to call my niece when she gets out of school. Man, Taylor Swift. Only thing I have to ask is the music going to suffer now? Because all of her best songs are about her exes. Let's be honest. Is it going to affect the music? If you guys want to get your Taylor Swift requests in, get them in now. 661-537-6. Chris can't wait. He's delighted.
Kyle
with
has just brought up something. Have you heard of the song Thug Story by her?
Thug Story.
Yeah, you're a Swiftie.
Yeah. No.
I might be playing that one here in a little bit.
No, but I like the one with Kendrick. Not to relate Kendrick to being a thug, but
Bad Blood. I forgot he was in that one.
You forgot. See, she's got some street cred. She brought in Kendrick before Kendrick was even Lamar. Come on.
Taylor's got
way before the Ain't Like Us. Way before. She made Kendrick. Come on now. There's no Kendrick without Taylor Swift, Chris. People are tuning off their radio as we speak. Just about to say like, what the heck is JR even talking about? Taylor Swift, and come on. There is breaking news, though, out of today locally that we will get to in just a second. Let me set up the show. We do have some guests, in-studio guests. Elisa Sperow, the new president and CEO of the Kern County College of Law. She's going to stop by with Professor Teresa Goldner. Wink. We don't know Teresa. She's not coming in as, the Tuesday regular. I wonder if she's just going to stick around after the show and then go on Ralph's after that. Professor Teresa Goldner in her role today with the Kern County College of Law. We'll learn all about that with the new president and Professor Goldner coming in later today. Plus, what else is going on? Where's my paperwork? I've been up again too early this morning. Was hosting First Look with Scott Cox, and it has me up at 5 o'clock, and so I'm all loopy. If you guys caught the show this morning, it was a blast. I don't know there it is. Sorry. Look at all my Taylor albums. They look so nice. Go check us out on YouTube. What else is going on? Cracker Barrel released a statement in response to their logo change. Let's see. Plus-size passengers on Southwest Airlines are upset. And it's not because they're not giving out free snacks. Oh, Chris. That ain't right. The plus-size free snacks. Oh, man. All mail to Chris Burdick at kernradio.com. Chris Burdick. kernradio.com. And then there was also a human being got an animal lung transplant. We'll tell you what animal he received a lung transplant from and how long it actually was able to sustain him, all that and more. But first, like I said, there is breaking news, somewhat, I guess you can call it, out of Kern County and Bakersfield. The Zack Scrivner case. Former Kern County Supervisor Zack Scrivner had a brief hearing in his case against today. Attorneys met for about 30 minutes in the judge's chamber. Judge Gloria Cannon indicated an offer and counter offers were discussed, the details of which were not disclosed. The next hearing for former Kern County Supervisor Zack Scrivner is set for October 16th to give his attorney, Mr. H.A. Sala, time to prepare a motion and other materials for the court to consider. Those of you that don't know the case surrounding Mr. Scrivner, a criminal complaint filed earlier this year by the state attorney general's office says Scrivner took mind-altering substances back on April 23rd, 2024. Yeah, it's been over a year. Then got in bed with and touched a child inappropriately. The complaint also says he illegally possessed an AK-47 style rifle and an AR-15. He's charged with 5 felonies, 3 counts of child cruelty, and 2 counts of possession of an assault rifle. Scrivner resigned last August, citing significant health and medical reasons. The details of the case fall more like this. Mr. Scrivner allegedly was on mushrooms, allegedly. Got in bed with the daughter, allegedly. Don't come after me, H.A. And then a fight ensued, allegedly, between him and the sons, allegedly. Instead of the authorities being called, Tehachapi, sending a regular sheriff. No, they didn't call 911. They called, or I should say, District Attorney Cynthia Zimmer called Kern County Sheriff Donnie Youngblood directly, in which he sent over 2 of his sheriffs to take care of the matter. Mr. Scrivner, from what we know, has never been arrested, never spent time in jail. I believe he was, from what I hear, taken to Mary Kay that night on a mental hold, and then he disappeared, only to show up at classes at Cal State months later. Meanwhile, kids going through probably hours and hours and hours of therapy. And now, today, we find out there's a meeting in the judge's chamber. And I get paid to speculate, so I'm just going to speculate. My boy's about to plea a deal. He is about to get a deal. He is going to plea down to the lesser charges. Again, right now charged with 5 felonies, 3 counts of child cruelty, which is less of a charge than what he should be charged with anyways. How about if there's kids in the car, just check out. Because if you're jumping in bed with a little girl and doing things you shouldn't be, that's not child cruelty. That's molesting. And so he should have more severe charges than he probably already does. And my boy's about to catch a plea. To even lesser charges. Again, that's just me speculating. But you don't go meet in the judge's chambers for 30 minutes and make offers and counter offers if a plea deal isn't coming. And if this cat gets off, there's going to be some serious explaining to do. And I still think, just my opinion, and she's already not a fan of mine, so what does it matter? In my opinion, the DA needs to be investigated. Just because that happens to be your nephew. And I know you turned the case over to the state attorney because of conflict of interest, but you didn't see the conflict when you decided to call Donnie that night. And Sheriff Youngblood is like, I'm washing my hands of this thing. Came out the next day, gave the press conference, said, I wouldn't be standing here if there wasn't the evidence. But yet the state comes back with these just ridiculous charges. And then we find out today he's in court. I don't know if he was there, but H.A. Sala, his attorney, was definitely there. State attorneys were definitely there in the judge's chamber. Offer and counteroffer. There's been another extension. They'll come back in October. And I'm sure at that point, we'll all learn what the fate, or at least what the plea deal for Mr. Scrivner will be. Let me just shut up and go to break because I don't want to get myself in trouble. Look at my Taylor Swift. Look at this one, the Reputation album. Chris, you ever hear this? This is a good album right here. Starts with, are you ready for it? Boom, boom, boom. See, you don't think I know? Come on now.
Happy for you.
Look what you made me do. You know that song, Chris. Don't act like you don't know the song.
Oh, I know the song.
Uh-huh. See?
I'm well versed in Taylor's major songs.
Mm-hmm. Got to go in the deep cuts. We're going deep today for all my Swifties out there. Taylor Swift, Travis Kelce, engaged. Do you think that was the actual photo of him engaging, like getting down, or that was all staged, right? Yeah. Come on. That was not him actually getting down on one knee. That was all just for photo staging.
He probably did this well before they announced the album.
You think so?
Oh, yeah.
Because people went back and watched and said she wasn't wearing a ring during the thing. Oh, I know. They're smart. You can take
the ring off.
They're smart. I would have told a girl, you ain't ever taking that ring off. Take that ring off. Better chop your finger off if you take that ring off. You just caught the biggest fish in all the lake, fool.
Is it on brand for Kelce to do it on the podcast?
I mean, that was the only other way you were going to top her first appearance. You should have brought her back and did the engagement live on the... Blew it again. Blew it again. If I ever do that, we'll do it live on the air, Chris. We'll do it live right here.
Don't set that table for yourself.
Got to get to a break before I get myself in any more trouble. Got some guests coming up. Lisa Sperow, President and CEO of Kern County College of Law, come in with Professor Teresa Goldner. Plus, your comments are always welcome. 661-842-5376, 661-842-KRN. Send me emails, jr@kernradio.com. You can jump in the chat on YouTube. Just go over to YouTube, search up Kern Radio, subscribe. Drop me a line over there as well. It's the JR Show. It's Kern Radio. We'll be right back. What's up, y'all?
News Talk 96.1 and AM 1180 KERN.
Where's all my Swift?
The Ralph Bailey Show, weekdays from 3 till 6 p.m.
It's that man again. Look what's coming up on the Tuesday TRBS. Kathy Miller, owner of Tasty's Bakery, and her law firm that's representing her are taking their case and their briefs to the United States Supreme Court. We'll talk with Kathy, and of course, Teresa Goldner will join us as well. It's TRBS, News Talk 96.1 and AM 1180 KERN. I'll see you at 3.
On News Talk 96.1 and AM 1180 KERN.
My brother-in-law died suddenly, and now my sister and her kids have to sell their home. That's why I told my husband we could not put off getting life insurance any longer. An agent offered us a 10-year, $500,000 policy for nearly $50 a month. Then we called SelectQuote. SelectQuote found us identical coverage for only $19 a month, a savings of $369 a year.
Whether you need a $500,000 policy or a $5 million policy. SelectQuote could save you more than 50% on term life insurance. For your free quote, call SelectQuote at 1-800-743-8080. That's 1-800-743-8080. Or go to SelectQuote.com. 1-800-743-8080. That's 1-800-743-8080. SelectQuote. We shop. You save. Full details on example policies at SelectQuote.com/commercials.
Do you owe $10,000 or more in credit card debt or personal loans? With credit card debt at all-time highs, Debt Relief Advocates is urgently notifying consumers of debt relief now being made available, designed to aid consumers with out-of-control credit card debt. Those who qualify and enroll for this relief program may only have to pay back a fraction of what they owe. This is not bankruptcy or a debt consolidation loan. This is a relief program that credit card companies would rather you not know about, as it could end your debt nightmare and save you lots of money. Consumers owing at least $10,000 in credit card debt or personal loans can now take advantage of this debt relief as the cost of living skyrockets. Debt Relief Advocates has established a relief hotline for you to call to learn what debt reduction you may qualify for. So don't wait. For this free information, call 800-422-8552. 800-422-8552. That's 800-422-8552. Not available in all states. Must qualify for enrollment. Results may vary.
We're creating moments at the Kern County Fair.
Think you've got what it takes to win a blue ribbon? Show off your baking, art, or photography at the Kern County Fair. But don't wait. Entries close September 5th. Enter now at kerncountyfair.com.
The Charlie Kirk Show, weekdays at 6 p.m. on News Talk 96.1 and AM 1180 KERN. Now, back to the JR Show.
Oh, we're getting flags for this. You better believe it. Taylor will not allow. Nothing faster than me. I guess it's the right moment of time. You were never mine. Yeah, see, y'all think I'm playing, huh? What do you have against Taylor Swift, Chris?
I have nothing against Taylor. Why do you act like that?
Because your face all over says, I'm about to throw up in my mouth if JR sings a Taylor Swift song.
Look, man, I grew up on nu metal. This isn't my jam. I've listened to all of Taylor, trust me.
You got to be open, Chris.
There's a friend of mine who is a diehard Swiftie that I listened to all of her discography just for her. I genuinely did.
You have to open your horizon up a little bit there. And
oh, my friend, no, trust me.
Spectrum of music.
There's nothing but open horizons in my music catalog. It's just
saying, it's good stuff, man. Especially if you're going through a heartbreak. My goodness.
Yeah.
Man.
I have other songs.
It's got me through a lot, Taylor. If you haven't heard the news already, run to the internet, go to Instagram. Taylor Swift, Travis Kelce are now engaged. Oh my gosh. They didn't announce a date for the wedding or anything like that yet, but I'm sure that'll come soon. I'm sure that'll come.
I have a text here is asking if you like Tony Braxton.
I love me some Tony Braxton. Love me some. What's that? Breathe again? Breathe again. I know I'll never breathe again. Now y'all got me singing. See, don't bring up anybody else. It's not Tony Braxton Day. It's Taylor Swift Day. She announced she got engaged on Instagram about 2 hours ago, and the internet's exploding all over the place. And teen girls and that old. It's not just teen girls. All the women. I've seen Taylor Swift in concert. I didn't go to the Eras tour. I went to the Reputation tour. She was at the Rose Bowl. And that's when, I'll tell you what, that's when my opinion changed. I didn't give her any credit before that. And then I went to that show and I was like, now, wait a second. If anything, she can put on a show. She can put on a show.
one's denying that.
She's talented. She writes a lot of her own music. Don't look at me like that. Chris is a hater, man.
I'm not looking at
I'm going to put the camera on you. The
This is
people
the
can
one
see
time I
you.
wish the camera was actually on me so everyone could see. I'm not looking at him like anything.
Chris is hating right now. He's hating
got
at
no
all my.
hate
I
for
got all my
JJ.
albums in here. I got folklore in here.
I grew up during the height of her career, in my opinion.
Reputation, and these are the picture discs. I got the exclusive red vinyl. Look at see the red vinyl in here. Man. 661-842-5376. 661-842-KERN. Anything else on the text board before I jump to the chat?
I got one here. It says, it's cringe on the JR show today. Thank you. I'm not allowed.
Why? Because you guys don't like that. Why are you haters? Tell me, why do you hate Taylor Swift so much?
I don't hate her.
It's because she's popular. Let's just be honest. Let's be honest. When Michael Jordan was at his height, I hated him too.
This is true.
Okay?
People hate on success.
I'm not a fan of Kobe. Never have been, never will be. You guys can get mad at me for that. And I definitely don't like LeBron. I get it. When people are the best at what they do, there's going to be haters. Y'all hating on Taylor Swift, man. It's supposed to be about love today.
You know what's funny? For all the country fans we have in this community,
she started off, she performed at the Crystal Palace.
She is a country star.
She started off in country, and she performed at the Crystal Palace before she was Mrs. Kelce. Do you think she's going to take his name?
Nah, there's too much around the branding of Swift. Maybe she does a hyphenate.
Do you think he's going to take her name?
That would be the more likely
Travis
option,
Swift. I would put that bad boy on my jersey. You know they would sell out.
Oh, he's
so
not going to be.
fast.
No, see, that's the thing. He's not going to be playing by the time this wedding is done. That's what this is all about. He's going to retire here.
You know, they might be married already, Chris. What are you talking about?
You were doubting when I said that they could have been engaged before the podcast.
I'm just saying. We could all be behind already.
It's a WWE style work right here.
You know what's coming next, right? First come love, then comes marriage.
But see, is the baby a football player or is the baby a singer?
Huh?
You could have the greatest entertainer on the planet on our hands here, ladies and gentlemen.
Got to get to a break. Get to the news. Our guest coming up, President, CEO of Kern County College of Law, and one of their professors, somebody we know, familiar face, stop by, tell us all about the Kern County College of Law. It's the JR Show. It's Kern Radio. We'll be right back.
With SRN News, I'm Keith Peters in Washington.
Jim,
Crews are cleaning up downed trees that have mostly restored power after a powerful dust storm hit the Phoenix area. The storm was
We're going to have a good time.
Back to the
And it's ooh. Cruel summer. Taylor Swift Day, baby. Breaking news. I know my daughter is in class right now going, my gosh, I can't believe my dad who let him do this. I brought all the albums in studio today. I am a Swiftie. You guys think I'm playing. I am got them all back there behind me.
Are you really a Swiftie?
I'm a Swiftie. I have to be. I have an 8-year-old daughter. Are you kidding me?
I went to see Taylor Swift in Bakersfield when she first came.
I was just talking about it, how she was here in Bakersfield. She
Did you go to
played
that
at the
one?
Crystal Palace. I had no idea
No,
who
she
Taylor
was
Swift
she
was.
was like down at the Civic Center.
Oh, was she?
My daughter was like 8 years old.
Yeah, this was a while back.
She's 32 now.
Oh my
No, I
goodness.
took my daughter first concert she went to when she was 15.
Was Taylor Swift?
It was in, we went and saw her in San Jose though, and it was.
Oh my gosh.
It was wonderful.
I've been to a Taylor Swift show too. I went to the Reputation tour at the Rose Bowl.
Oh,
I took my niece, who was probably about 8 or 9 at the 10, maybe at the time, and she's almost 18 now. So
It was on a good show, I have to say, you know.
that's what I said. I said, if anything, she changed. I didn't give her credit until I saw her live, and then it was okay. I'm a fan.
What the wedding looks like.
We'll find out if you guys are curious who the voices are. Join me. No, we're not going to be talking about Taylor Swift. I promise. I promise. We're going to be talking about the Kern County College of Law. That's right. They have a new president and CEO. She is joining us with a familiar face, but we're going to act like we don't know who she is. Lisa, is it Sperow? Sperow. Lisa Sperow, president of the Kern County College and 3 other campuses that they have. And she's joined by 4 total campuses. Wow.
I know. One's hybrid though, but it counts. So we've got 4 residential and then 1 hybrid campus.
Okay.
That's mostly online.
And she brought a familiar face. Most of you might recognize if you're watching on YouTube anyways. Familiar with the Ralph Bailey Show. And she might just stick around because her appearance is at 3:30. So she might as well just stay here. Professor. She goes by many titles, former judge, all these things she is. But today, wearing the hat of Professor Teresa Goldner. Good afternoon, ladies.
Hello. Hi, JR. How are you?
I'm doing. It's a wonderful day, Teresa. It's Taylor and Travis Day.
Now, it's hard to follow Taylor.
I mean,
It's Tay all day.
I'm just saying. Man, that's the news. She's going to break the internet today. That's all anybody's going to be talking about at the end of the day. You know that.
Well, don't you think they're going to want to talk about the Kern County College?
I know that after this.
I mean, geez.
That's how we bring them in. We bring them in with Taylor, and then we go, oh yeah, by the way, we're talking about the Kern County College of Law, just in case you guys need to get a law degree. And if you don't know what the Kern County College of Law is, why don't you go ahead and tell us, Madame President?
All right, wonderful. Well, thank you. I am just 2 weeks on the job.
So that's why we brought, Terry was gracious enough to come. She has a lot more history, but we are a community-based law school for non-traditional students. So we're catering to people who want to go to law school, want to stay in their local community, and maybe they have obligations. They're raising kids or they have a full-time job. So we have evening classes, and it's a wonderful program. We keep our tuition very low compared to other law schools.
Which is always good.
And we guarantee that tuition won't rise while you're in law school. We also are flexible in how long it takes you to go through. And we have a very strong presence here. Our first class, I'm telling you, they had 100% bar passage rate. Everyone who took the bar passed, which California bar is no joke. So
they must have good professors.
Yes.
Hey.
And
I think so.
And I think we're up to about 63 graduates now, and they're working locally all throughout. Terry can probably tell you more, but you'll find our graduates everywhere, and it's.
Before I tell you about the amazing graduates, can I tell you about our amazing professor, though?
Go ahead.
Lisa is fantastic. Lisa went to UC Davis Law School.
Okay.
And then she went to
undergrad.
And then she went to University of Oklahoma. That's a Sooner, right?
Yes.
For
you have to go,
law school.
Oklahoma. That's right.
And then she got an incredible job working for the 10th Circuit as a law clerk. With a judge in Cheyenne, Wyoming. Isn't that amazing? And he was a very famous judge. Is he still there, or he retired?
No, he's on. Yeah, he's
That's
retired.
what I thought. But what a job! And then after that, she's so smart. She went to Washington D.C. and she worked in the honors program at the Department of Justice. And she was a litigator there for many years. That tells you how smart she is.
Yeah.
Brilliant, brilliant.
It's nice to have that kind of a mind leading this college, right?
That's right. Are you scared sitting next to such
No,
a big brain?
You want to come get a law degree?
No, I'm gonna get her number just in case I ever get in trouble. Are you kidding me?
We'll help you out.
I mean, and that's an incredible job to work there, and especially in the honors program there. That's really quite an honor, I think. And
it was a great place to start my career. It was wonderful.
And then she came back to California. And she went to work at, your first job in California was at Cal Poly. She was a professor at Cal Poly from 2001. That's when she started. And then she ended up teaching at the clinic there.
Right. I was director of a low-income taxpayer clinic. So we helped people who had problems with the IRS, a lot of victims of identity theft, tax scams, other things like that. Tried to help them. So that's
we're just so happy to have Lisa as our new president. It's amazing. So she's president, not just of the Kern County College of Law, she's president of the whole shebang.
Well, I was going to say, you mentioned there's 4 campuses, right? Or is
5.
Total of 5 county, Kern County.
Right.
There's a total of 5 campuses. Right. I have Monterey.
Right.
San Luis Obispo.
Right.
Santa Rosa.
Right.
Kern County. And
hybrid. Which is mostly online. And so it caters to people we are finding out in this county who maybe they have a long commute. So most of the classes are taught online, but there is the opportunity. They do a symposium each year where they come in person, and then they can come on campus if they want to also for events. And
that's pretty
cool. So they're
cool.
Affiliated with a local campus, but most of they can do. It's part of that flexibility, trying to help people who have lives to live.
Yeah, sometimes you have to have another job sometimes, and you're trying to balance. Okay, I'm working this job, but I want a law degree, and I still want to go to school, but I got to pay the bills, and how am I going to figure all this out?
And that's exactly what our students are. I mean, it's amazing to me. The classes are at night. They run from 6:30 to 9:30. Monday through Thursday. I started teaching in 2016 when the law school first opened here. Oh. So I'm one of the OGs. Yeah. OPs.
One of the OGs.
I'm the newbie.
But I started I was the contracts professor from 2016 up until this year. And now I stepped back from contracts and I have the pleasure of teaching constitutional law now with Judge John Summers from the Kern County Superior Court bench.
And it's nice to have, like yourself and like the judge, local people teaching local kids and local students and
that's our model. Local lawyers, local judges.
Yeah, there's a lot of things particular to different counties that, okay, well, maybe there's ag law because there's a lot of ag law that they want to get into. Maybe and to have local teachers like yourself, professors, professors.
And it helps our students get jobs, too, right? Because then they're networking and they're meeting the local
that connection's there. What other kind of impacts does this college have locally?
So we have clinical programs as well, which we are all students required to do clinics, which is my background, is helping local people with different issues. So students enroll in clinics. They are out in the community helping solve problems, we have a very strong mediation program and other types of clinical work. So that's another way. Yeah.
And the students really are phenomenal here. I mean, I've every year I'm always amazed by how great they are. We have students that have been their first job or their original job in addition to going to school. We've had doctors, nurses, teachers, sheriff's deputies, paralegals. We've had auto car salesmen. We've had real estate agents and brokers. There was even a rocket scientist many years ago.
You never know.
Believe it or not.
Next to you.
And another thing with keeping the kids local, though, they have a tendency to stay. You know what I mean? If when you go off to college, you have a tendency to not come back. Mm-hmm. So it's growing that pool of lawyers that are local and are going to stay here.
And that's 100%. And that's why a lot of law firms tell us where you like to hire your students, because we know they're going to stay here. They're committed to this community. They're not going to learn from us and then leave us for somewhere else. Absolutely.
A lot of them are invested already. Like I said, they have a job and they're just trying to better their career by going to college and stuff.
And even if they don't want to become a lawyer, there are a lot of jobs where just that law degree, maybe they can get a little more money at work. Maybe they'll be a little better at negotiating contracts for their current job.
Ah.
Something else cool about our students is you don't have to have a BA, a bachelor's degree. You can have 60 units of college credit and come straight from a community college or somewhere else too.
Okay, so those transfer over into that.
Yeah. So that's something else that
There currently are 54 students on site at Kern County College of Law
nice.
now, and it's incredible.
Yeah, that's quite a bit of students coming through, and a new stack of lawyers for
That's
people.
right. And we teach. There's a building downtown where we teach. It's a physical facility there, and it's really great. It's amazing how you were talking about El Presidente. You were talking about
We have to get up.
I get used to being called that.
Take off my hat.
And I'm telling my husband, you have to call me Madam President now. He smiled when I said
he
that.
probably does like that. That's
Yes.
nice.
Yes.
Can I get my husband to do that?
That's right.
No, he'll never do that. Anyway, so the students, like when you were talking about how they get jobs here in the community. I mean, there are law students, or there are former law students that are deputy Kern County councils.
Oh, wow.
They're deputy DAs. They are deputy public defenders, in addition to working in the private law firms. So it is really a great feeder for the local law firms and government agencies. And they don't seem to have a hard time finding a job at all.
Well, no, I mean, again, it's networking. When your professor is Teresa Goldner, I mean, you just go, hey, I was your student, and can I get a letter of recommendation? And
I'll do that.
And you'll do that because you said 54 students on campus.
Yes.
What are the classes like? What times are you said the evening, right?
6:30 to 9:30, and that's another wonderful thing about our law school. Classes are small.
I was gonna say,
class
with only
size is
54.
very small.
Yeah.
I think the average class size it can be anywhere from 8 to 50. I don't know. You probably know better.
The biggest class I ever had, I'm thinking it was like maybe 18.
Okay.
But still,
and it's great. You sit there.
That's small compared to if you were at a university or trying to go to a bigger school.
I always say to my students, you can run, but you can't hide when there's only 18 students in the
They
class.
know your name. Yes, if
And
you're
I
not
can tell
there,
when
they
they're not
notice.
ready to be called on, and that's when I call on them.
Right.
Did you ever do that in school?
Oh,
where
yeah.
You don't want to be called on, so you avoid the teacher's eyes.
No, I learned that's how you get called on.
That's
So
right,
I was always
JR.
like,
I'm ready. Call on me.
I know this one. I don't know this one. I know this one. Yeah,
That's really
reverse
true. But
psychology.
they're always prepared, though.
Yeah.
I mean, they're really motivated because they want to change their lives.
I was going to say most of them are there because they want to be there. They want to change. They want a better path in life. They want a better future, and they know that a law degree and going into law is a good career.
Absolutely.
We need more lawyers. I know not everybody agrees, but we need good lawyers. We need good lawyers.
We need good lawyers. Yes.
And a lot of them are women, JR. So there's a future for Lily in there too.
Oh, I
She wants
saw
to
the
do
podcast.
that.
I saw the episode she did with you. So she's a smart.
Oh, she's a smart one.
So.
She's 8 years old, and I've already told her. I look at her and I was like, when I don't, because she'll start to debate with me, and she listens to the show and she'll be like, Dad, I heard you say da da da, and I'm like, oh
okay,
no.
sounds like a law school might be in her future. She's already.
She really does. Is there an age limit? Is it 18? Is that the?
I think we've had younger students.
Really?
I think we've had. I know we have a student I met who is 87.
Oh wow!
So I know it goes up very high. I think the average age is around 30. Or
I would say
so.
Mostly 30s, and what I've seen in my classes have been, I'd say, like mid 30s to 40s for the most part. But then there's been some that have been 50 and 60.
Yeah.
And
No, I met a woman at our Monterey campus who'd always wanted to go to law school, and so in her 80s, she's making it happen.
She finally did it, huh?
So it's not too late, I guess.
Have Lily come sit in on a class.
Maybe I will.
And maybe she'll want to be a lawyer.
Maybe I will. Maybe I should. How if somebody does want to take a class, how do they go about applying?
So I think you can go to our website, and it's at kernlaw.edu, I think, but we can.
I probably have it somewhere.
Yes, I know. I'm still learning all of those things in my second week, but basically, and another nice thing is you can apply fall, spring, or summer. Most traditional law schools, they only accept students in the fall. We accept students year round. You can go fill out your application and go through the admissions process.
How often do classes start though?
So it's 3 semesters a year. So we just started. This is the second week of fall semester. And then we'll be starting again in January, and then starting again over the summer.
Nice. And you said, like you said, you can go at your own rate. You can take, however much you can at that time. You're working with working students.
Yeah, I think most students take 4 years, is my understanding, 3.5 to 4 years, and they just go year round. But if something happens and they need to go a little bit longer, I think we'll work with them.
Sometimes they go a little slower. Sometimes they go a little faster. It depends on how much they want to take. But I have to tell you, they really are invested. And that's what I think is so exciting. And it's really fun to teach people at this stage in life after they've done something else and they want to change, and to have them as students is really, it's really remarkable.
Well,
I
they're
feel
more
very honored
focused.
to be there.
You know, they're more focused. They're dedicated to it. They know that, okay, I'm trying to do something with my life here, and they tend to take it a little more serious.
That's right, because it's hard to like to go away to another school in another town. If your family's here in Bakersfield and you've got kids to take care of or a spouse to take care of, what do? You go travel down there every other day.
Every day.
I mean, that's hard to
paying
do.
extra money for gas. You got to maybe stay down there sometimes.
You can do all that here at Kern County College of Law. And you can just have everything right here with you.
And be under the great minds of Madame President and Professor Teresa.
Under the grapevine. I like that.
Yeah.
So Monterey College of Law, if you go on the internet, you can find it there.
MontereyLaw.edu.
MontereyLaw.edu.
Yes, and there's a wonderful website there, and it's got all the information that you need about if you're interested in applying. You can even come and sit in on the classes ahead of time if you want to. We like that. It's really wonderful. Most of the people that I've seen that have come in and sat in on a class have said, where can I sign up? Because they really like it.
And we have orientation sessions too that you can find out about online if you just want to ask some questions. So those get offered too.
So I can come sit in on a class, huh?
Absolutely. If you could sit in on any class, regardless, which one would you want to sit on, JR? Sit in on?
Yeah, what legal topics interest you most?
Would you want to do criminal law, criminal procedure, constitutional law, contracts, real property, torts? Torts is personal injuries. What do you think would sound most exciting if you want to sit in on what?
Oh, man, that is tough.
Well, sit on them all then.
Yeah, that's a good question.
Con law.
Can I be a music lawyer?
You could. And if you're going to be a music lawyer, you would sit in on contracts class.
Contracts.
And constitutional law too,
because
because First Amendment issues come up.
First Amendment is so much
That would
fun.
probably be helpful for you
You'd
with
like
your
that.
job. Yeah.
You should sit in on that.
Or what about divorce?
Family law.
Family law.
We do teach family
You
law.
know, I can get a prenup in case I'm a billionaire and my fiance is only a millionaire.
Yeah, I know what's going to happen
Are
back
we
to
talking
Taylor.
about
I
Taylor
know. I'm
Swift?
wondering what they're going to arrange.
I'm just saying.
Taylor Swift.
It's a smart thing to do.
I'm just saying, if I had $1
If she
billion,
wants legal advice, we're happy to help her here at
You know, you are cordially invited to sit in on a class anytime you want. Just
I don't know if I could do family law.
No, do like
For me, I think that would be.
do that.
I probably would be good at it because I would get really, really emotionally attached to some of the families and really, really fight for them and want to be able to be an advocate for them in courts and stuff like that. I just ever since I had my daughter, I just have a heart full of love for families and kids and stuff. And so
Family
I
law
think
is important.
Yeah, I think that would probably be a big one.
I had a student once who went to law school because he went through a divorce. He didn't feel like he was fairly treated in the courts, and that kind of spurred him to want to become a lawyer. And so he went to law school, graduated, passed the bar, became a lawyer.
Oh,
there you go.
All right, Chris, did you said you had a question in there or what?
Yeah, we have a text message question. I'm not sure if they could hear me.
I can see it right here. JR, Chris, can you please have JR ask the law prepares for national exam versus just the California bar?
Okay. Yeah. So we are a California accredited law school. We also have WASC accreditation, which is similar to what other universities have, but we're not an American Bar Association accredited law school, which means if you want to stay in California and practice, you are good. You can take
we want you
the
to stay
California
here.
bar.
That's the idea of the colleges.
If you want to go outside of the state, then you're gonna have to look at that particular state.
Right.
There are some states where you can take it with certain requirements, some you can't. But California does not have reciprocity with anybody. So for example, I went to University of Oklahoma, passed the Oklahoma bar. When I came back to California,
You still had to take the
I
California
still take
bar.
the California bar. Yeah, they didn't let me in. So, but if you're planning to stay here, no problem.
And our students are well prepared for the California bar exam. That's why we had such a great pass rate that first year, and continuing on, we've had a very good bar pass rate. We, when we teach the classes, we don't just teach people how to pass the bar. It's so much more than that.
Yeah.
But what we do teach includes all the things you're going to need to know on the California bar exam.
Nice.
So
nice.
they are ready to roll when it comes time to take the bar.
Nice. Anything else that you guys want to get out to the listeners who might be interested in pursuing a law degree?
Oh, I don't.
Law is fun. I love the law, and this is such a great opportunity for people that are here local to become a lawyer. It's wonderful, and it's a great environment. The students are terrific. The professors are all local judges and local lawyers. And it's just a wonderful community to be a part of.
And something I'd like to say as president of the 5 campuses is that we also have a wonderful network throughout the state of California.
Right.
So, you can have opportunities in San Luis Obispo, in Monterey, in Santa Rosa, that, whether it's an internship, maybe you want to go somewhere else and learn about law. You still want to come back here.
Get to the cooler weather out on the coast.
Yeah, we have a wonderful network. So you're not just joining, while this is an amazing campus too, we have 5 amazing campuses that you are a part of that family. You're a part of that law school.
So I'm looking forward to the day it's JRJD. JR Juris Doctor.
We could work on that. We can work on that. I'll sneak into a class if you guys are also interested. You can go sit in on a class with Professor Teresa Goldner, or if you need more information, just go to montereylaw.edu. They'll have it all right there for you. Ladies, I want to thank you for stopping in today. Welcome to Bakersfield.
Thank you. I'm thrilled to be here.
How long have you been here now?
I've been here 24 hours. But I'm stationed out of the San Luis Obispo campus because that's where I'm from. That's where my family is. But I'm planning to come here regularly. And
how's the 100 degrees?
It was kind of nice. I left a foggy Los Osos, and it was cold and foggy, and I came to sunshine and warmth. So anyway, it's been good.
Awesome. Well, welcome to the community. Welcome to the college, and they're very blessed to have you. And so are the students locally here that are going to take those courses. And of course, Professor Teresa Goldner, anybody that is a fan of Ralph's knows Teresa. And if you want to go sit in the class with her, go sign up, montereylaw.edu. Ladies, thank you again so much.
Thank you, JR.
Yeah, and stick around. Teresa will be on Ralph Bailey's show coming up at 3:30, so stick around for that. I got to get to a break.
Okay.
Come back on the other side. It's the JR Show. It's Kern Radio. We'll be right back.
News Talk 96.1.
I always have fun with you. I always have fun with you.
Mark your calendars, Saturday, October 11th for the 6th annual Bakersfield Brunch
There you
Fest
go.
at the Kern County
Yeah,
Fairgrounds.
no, thanks for coming in. Appreciate it. And if you guys ever want to come back, just have Teresa reach out. She knows how to
and
find it.
mimosas, beer, wine, cocktails, and spiked seltzers
Oh, nice.
too. Bakersfield Brunch Fest is brought to you by Mango Cart.
Let's do it.
There are a limited
let's
number
do
of
it.
early bird tickets at a major discount on sale now.
I'll go down there and sit on the class.
Bakersfieldbrunchfest.com. Secure your
think
spot
it would
for a
be.
brunch experience you'll never forget. Bakersfield, you can brunch.
But yeah, the first 10 minutes and then she's going to go like,
We're
some
receiving
of the things I
reports
make her
that
sit
this
through
Christmas
sometimes. Like, I'll
you're
take her to
invited to
meetings
climb
and stuff.
aboard the
She's like,
enchanting
really?
Pacific Coast Railroad's
You
Jingle
come
Bell
do this.
Express for a one-of-a-kind journey from the
It was very
Central
nice to meet
Coast
you.
to Santa's
Thank you so
Village.
much. Nice to meet you, Teresa.
This astute reporter knows that the
All right.
only way for
Thank you.
non-elves to get to the North Pole is on real trains, and theirs include original Disney train cars. It's also being reported that on your journey you'll pass through wonderful wonders of Christmas lights and sights. Then when you arrive at Santa's Village, there will be a captivating Christmas-themed magic
I don't
show,
have
a
another
charming Christmas market, adorable pony rides, and more food, fun, and frivolity than ever. This just in, a reminder that the Jingle Bell Express only runs for a limited time from November 28th to December 21st, and tickets sell out fast. But don't worry if your
Here we
plans
go.
change, because this reporter has it on good authority that your tickets can change too. So make sure you reserve your seats on the Jingle Bell Express by going to christmas@themargarita.com before the Christmas train passes you by.
The Charlie Kirk Show, weekdays at 6 p.m. on News Talk 96.1 and AM 1180 KERN. Now, back to the JR Show.
Never made. Never know. Never should have shown. There's nothing, don't you think so? Tossing pins in the pool. True, then it would have been you. All right.
That's what I know. That's one of my favorites, though, and that's the problem when I pick the music, is I pick the songs that I like, and then I don't want to stop listening to. I'm sorry, I played Taylor Swift all day. Get over it. I'm sure that'll get. I'm sure it'll get flagged on YouTube for copyright infringement because I played it for too long and all
Well, I
that
guess
stuff.
not, because we didn't have the mic on.
No, it was on.
Oh, it was on? Okay.
Yeah, it's been on. We're good. So yeah, that's the big news of the day. Taylor Swift. I want to thank Professor Teresa Goldner and the president of the Kern County College of Law, the new president, Lisa Sperow, for coming in. If you guys want more information on that, go to montereylaw.edu and get all the information right now. Heck, you can go take classes from Teresa Goldner, just like that. We're already out of time, huh? What do we got? Like a minute left? I would have got the text messages. I'll jump in the chat on YouTube and I'll wrap to you guys before Ralph jumps in here. But thanks for hanging out with me today, even if it was cringe for some of you because of all the Taylor Swift. Get used to it. It's going to be what everybody's talking about tonight.
Johnny Rebel says he does not approve.
Johnny Rebel. That's right, baby. Rebels!
There's no such thing as a South High Swiftie.
Oh, there is. I couldn't see. I'm not scared of my I am confident in my masculinity that I could be a badass and still listen to Taylor Swift. Say something. Say something. I dare you to. So I thought. Southside and Jesus. See what happens? Got to get out of here. Make room for the Ralph Bailey Show. Professor, former magistrate judge, our guest, Teresa Goldner, stop by at 3:30. I got to go. Woo! Send me emails, jr@kernradio.com. Coach Carr tomorrow. BCHS Eagles football kicking off this week. Got to go. Lily, Dad loves you.
This is AM 1180 KERN. Green Acres. This is 96.1
Bro, stop.
FM.
You look like a lame. Joshy. Oh, Joshy. But you're still here, and you stayed all the way to the end, didn't you there, Joshy? Thanks for hanging out with us. What's that? Yeah. Why is it not ending? It doesn't want to end. It says it doesn't want to end. Cancel it. Let's close it.